Let's have got loads of stuff on this week, but did a car show last weekend on the 18th, and as nice as they look, the tyres that are on them, Nankang NS 2Rs, is it? I think the 2Os, I can't remember. Not the slicks ones, but the road ones. I can't commit fully when I'm absolutely belting it around corners with it because it's got a bit of give. So me Rotty forms are due back today or tomorrow. I want to put them back on, but before I put them back on, I've had these done. So new barrels basically. So that barrel there with the ET45 I've got on there, I use a 25mm spacer. So these barrels basically incorporate the spacer. There's no spacer on there, look. So, and I've had big rear brakes done. So we've gone to 300mm rear brakes. We've got 330 fronts, 300mm rears, standard dishing come off, and then that rotor and barrel goes on, and this moves the standard caliper out. XYZ Fabrications, Dave done them for me. Thought he'd have his logo on there, actually. He hasn't. But yeah, so fronts, rears, gonna start these today. Have a good look. So obviously new cap heads and lots for the fronts, because getting those rotors off the old barrels on the front, I don't think it's going to be very easy. So cheers. Oh, glad I got a cup of tea in here just in time, because I've dropped the front bell and rotor off to fit the new one, and yeah, I found split CV boot on the inner, so got to do some cleaning. I don't know when that's gone. Vaguely remember my mate Skiddy, I can't remember, saying he thought he saw something, but yeah, I forgot about it, and found it today. But thankfully I've got some of those universal shite ones, but they'll do for now. Bang a universal one on, they stretch, but yeah. So I haven't even started doing the brakes yet. Well, brakes are off, but get a CV boot done first. Ford life, Cosy life, modified car life. All great fun, isn't it? Cheers. Well, old CV boot's off, new one's on. Yeah, that was had a bit of a clean up, and then we've come to put the new barrels on, and then Dave didn't supply any cap heads with these, so I'm going to take the old one off. That's the old spacer. Yeah, going to take the old one off, and I didn't have the right length cap heads. Loads of stainless steel, but 20mm, 25mm, I needed 30. So I've been out, so I could only get natural colour cap heads, still high tensile, but so what I'll do with the rear barrels, because having stainless one end and natural colour the other, will do me nothing, so I'm going to change the rears and then get some stainless when I can. But yeah, no more spacer on that front look. Yeah, chuffed a bit with that. So we got the other front to do. That drive shaft's done, had a bit of clean up, have another little check and wipe up, and then onto the backs. Here we go, we've got the passenger one, and then remove the old bell. We've got the new bell, and then basically what I like is there's the old spacer that sat on top of the old bell, but on the back of that was a spigot ring, because basically these are for your German hubs. So I had that one there to take up the slack between the Ford hub and the German hub, whereas this has been machined to a Ford hub inner and then German hub outer. So that's its no need for spigot rings. So yeah, passenger side, then onto the back. There you go. Front passenger one's on. Nice old school 4-pot APs. I might upgrade these eventually to some 6-pots and shove some nice APs on the back. So whilst I'm under it, I'll give these a bit of a clean up, bit of WD, give it a wipe off some brake cleaner first. There, yeah. Give it a wipe on front of there, just don't really clean it when the wheels are off. So I got the end caps to go on as well because I'm extending the end caps, so yeah, give it a bit of a scrub. That's the front done. Little interruption to my rear brake fitments. Had a phone call off my pallet, Cardigan Shot Blasting, Hugh. Had to pop over and meet him, but I met him halfway between his and mine. Like. So I've picked up something for the Cosy. It's in the back of the TD5 now. TD5 seems a bit smaller inside than the wife's X5 because a bit of a more squeeze to get them in, but yeah, they're in the back, and I'll show you when I get back. Is this what they call green lining? No, I don't think so. This is just the roads from well around by me. Nice driving roads though. Yeah, so I've had a bit of a had to go out for an hour or two. So when we get back, try and get them rear brake calipers done and new bulbs on. Cheers. Right, so looks sunny and shiny, doesn't it? But it's not. We're starting to lose a bit of daylight now, I think. But that's the rear's on. Once I got back from collecting me wheels from Hugh, but it wasn't straightforward because the adapter brackets to move the caliper up, they're wrong. They didn't fit. I've had to, for now, just put 2 washers in, some shorter bolts. Dave at XYZ Fabrication phoned him and he knows the problem. There's 2 types of brackets and he's basically sent me the wrong one. But they're on for now with a couple of washers. They're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, that's my rears and my fronts. So yeah, my wheels are in there. I'll give you a sneak preview. Alright. I'm going to put them on now. See you in a bit. Well, as you can see, the sun is definitely leaving me for today. But TD5 is empty. Because I think this is the best thing I've done in a long time. Look at them. Gotta say, my mate Hugh done a stunning job on them. I had a comment today about the front of the car on Cosworth Owners Club, Drivers Club on Facebook. Comment was, look at that horrible car. That was it. So I just put wow. And then he come back, he's, sorry mate, I just don't like the way the front end looks. But it's a bit late to call me mate, isn't it, after he's said that. So yeah, bit of a dick. Yeah, look at that now. Obviously front sits lower, but back lifts up a bit. It's just the way it's come off the axle stands. I've only rolled it forward and backwards a little bit, but be honest with you, that, in my opinion, I know it's my car and I know I'm biased, but that's perfection. Perfection. And then when you look through the rears, you got big brake kit on the back. No more spaces. No spaces in there. And then we already had the 4-pot APs on the front, but no more spaces. Obviously she needs to go for a drive, get rid of the brake cleaner and watermarks off the rotors. But yeah man, ignore dickhead number 2. Being a bit of a knob like one. Yeah. I'd say that is pretty much perfect. I'm chuffed a bit, knackered, because I've had, go and get the wheels today, then I've had a builder turn up, had to have a meeting with him for an hour. I had issues with the brake caliper mounts on the back, so I didn't think today would be as hard work as it has been, but when it finishes and you look at something like that, it's worth it, ain't it? Gonna have a cup of tea and a smoke now. Thank you.